Okay, so there are many things that I actually do like about this movie, and one of them is the Mongolian throat sinking. Um, and the movie has a 70s exploitation vibe to it. It actually reminds me of Quentin Tarantino very much, and I do wonder what Quentin Tarantino would think about this movie. So I won't spoil the movie for you. I'll just explain the basic premise of the movie to you that can be actually seen in the trailer. So the premise is that a veteran of the Winter War, and that was the war between the Soviet Union and Finland, is now just trying to live a peaceful life and dig gold somewhere in Finland. And the main character is based on a Finnish sniper that was nicknamed White Death for some historians say killing even 500 Soviet soldiers in the Winter War, which would make him the sniper with the highest kill count in human history. And this guy is now just digging gold and trying to get rich and live a peaceful life when he is approached by Nazis that are retreating, and the Nazis steal his gold, and he decides to go on a this bizarre crusade against them and to kill them all and to get his gold back. And okay, so what I let me first start with good things about this movie. What I like about it is the fact that it has this 70s exploitation vibe to it, the simplicity. I actually like the simplicity of the movie. Not every movie needs to be 2.5 hours long and about time travel or about multiverse or about stuff like that. The premise is extremely simple. Just one guy, gold, the bad guys steal the gold from him, and the fact that the bad guys are Nazis also makes them just universally hated, and we are automatically in favor of our protagonist winning. And there are also some elements that also portray Soviets in a bad light, but I mean, okay, the movie after all is taking place in Finland, and what I do find interesting is that the director still decided to make this a anti-Nazi movie. The movie could have been about his fight against the Soviets, but I guess that the director decided that since Nazism is universally hated in both Russia and China, that maybe it's better to make him fight the Nazis. After all, ever since Indiana Jones, Nazis became this universal bad guy almost in many adventure movies. But okay, so now when I explain to you what I like about the movie, and that is its soundtrack, its simplicity, and just the fact that it even in the end doesn't take itself too seriously, but I actually, upon closer inspection, realized that I do have some problems with the movie. The fact that the movie is like it really becomes more and more absurd as the movie progresses, and these guys, I wouldn't even say like Rambo. This guy is more like Superman, and he embodies this Finnish virtue of just never giving up and continuing to fight against a more numerous enemy. And but what I actually realized that I kind of disliked about the movie is the fact that the movie is very cynical, and the movie actually reminds me of a Clint Eastwood spaghetti western. And although I do like spaghetti westerns very much, I realized that in this movie I actually would have preferred a movie that's not so cynical. Okay, so let me explain why. When spaghetti westerns appeared, they were very revolutionary. They did something that very few movies and western movies dared to do before them, and that is to kind of give us main characters that are just paid killers or just not good guys generally, and their Clint Eastwood's main motive is money. in the Dollar trilogy, for example. And this guy's main motive is just getting his gold back. So I wouldn't say that he's an anti-fascist. And I actually do think that the mainstream ideology of this movie is essentially nihilism, or just a lack of ideology, and not anti-fascism. Although he does kill Nazis in the movie, but upon closer inspection, I actually realized that I would have preferred a movie that actually does take itself seriously, and a movie that truly does believe in itself. Because in recent times, or at least to me it seems, very few movies take themselves perfectly seriously, and especially war movies. And what I like about communist propaganda movies is the same thing that I actually like about Lord of the Rings. The fact that they do believe in this greater narrative, that's in case of communist movies anti-fascism, in case of Lord of the Rings this religious struggle between good and evil in the universe. But yeah, many movies in recent years just aim to be nihilistic and cynical, and I would say that is also the case with this movie. But okay, I do realize that maybe I wanted something that this movie just isn't. So that's more of a me problem in the end. But still, I want to take this review as an opportunity to just notice that movies that truly do believe in themselves, especially war movies that are truly patriotic or anti-fascistic, are kind of rare in these days. Saving Private Ryan is the last great war movie, at least produced in the West, that I would say truly believes in itself and in the kind of anti-fascist, anti-Hitler message that it portrays through the characters. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just not informed enough about modern war movies. But if you have any suggestions for me, please tell me in the comment section if there are any modern war movies that actually believe in great narratives and that are aim to be patriotic but are still not just ridiculous and bad and just not fun to watch. Which what I like about Saving Private Ryan is that at the same time it is an action movie, almost an adventure, and it is really fun to watch. It has a huge budget, but at the same time it truly believes in itself. And yeah, this movie, as the movie progresses, becomes almost I'd say a parody, almost of itself. But okay, that's not necessarily bad if you just uh, don't want it, don't want to see it in this movie. Realism definitely isn't a part of this movie. And all in all, I would say that the movie was fun to watch. But yeah, I actually would have preferred a movie that's not as cynical and nihilistic. But okay, if you are not like me, then if you just want to see a fun action movie that's not too deep, then I would definitely recommend for you to check out this movie. Yeah, that's all for today.